So a couple of weeks ago, I posted a blog and a video about the new Apple iOS 13 voice control. And in the blog, I tried to explain why I thought it was very exciting. It really is a very exciting new technology. And I've used speech recognition with students for many years, since the mid 1990s. And I'm an extensive user of speech recognition myself in my work and my personal life. I have neuropathy in my hands and feet, so that's one of my special needs, and speech recognition helps me tremendously with all of the work that I need to do, and I do lots and lots of documentation and writing. So anyway, this video is to show more about the iOS 13 voice control. This quick video is to show you how to set it up, and actually there are a few different ways of using it and a few different ways to set it up, and it has somewhat different benefits for kids with high incidence disabilities, so your kids that struggle with writing, and then students with physical disabilities. It's going to have some different options for those students because of the command and control functions. But for this particular video, I'm going to show you how I think it's good to set it up. And again, there's no right or wrong way. I'm just trying to show you, with me playing with it, what I think would be beneficial for students. Essentially, I think not only is it essential for students who have difficulty with writing, because they can get their information down with less mechanical effort and with less difficulty with keyboarding or handwriting. And I'm a very, very firm believer in continuing to work on keyboarding and continuing to work on writing. But for some students, there has to be, really actually I would say for most students, we should be using their voice as well for voice recording and speech recognition. But I'm digressing, and so for this particular video, I will show you how I've set it up for efficiency and for ease of use. And then I will, in other videos, show more details about how to use the program. This is going to be a really quick video, and what I want to explain to you is how you can set up a button on the screen. This is this little button moving around here, so that you can touch this button really quickly and turn the microphone on and off. So you can see at the top here, there's a microphone on, a tiny little microphone with a red background. The reason it's red on my phone right now is because I'm doing a screen recording to create this video for you, but on your screen, it's not going to be red. But there's a tiny microphone there. If I touch this button now, I'm going to touch the button one time, and you can see that the microphone went away. Again, on my screen, it's that the 8:40 is the time right now, and it's red because of the screen recording, so don't worry if yours is not red. But you'll just see that the microphone turns on and off with this button being pressed. And the reason I'm wanting to show you this is because when the voice control dictation is, I think it's a very big upgrade in terms of efficiency for students, for a few different reasons. And I have already posted a video on my blog, and I will be creating more videos to explain why. But I've been a very extensive speech recognition user, and I think that there are numerous reasons that this voice control dictation is going to be very beneficial for students. But the reason that I've got this set up to do a one-touch microphone on and off, because it's a really quick way of students being able to get in and out of their work, and not just schoolwork. They could be emailing people, or they could be on social media, or doing quick internet searches. I know for myself, I use speech recognition all the time. I'm constantly turning my microphone on and off for things that I'm doing. So let me show you how this works. This looks like a pointer. I'm using it as a pointer to show you where I'm clicking. It actually is not meant as a pointer. It's just really useful to use it as a pointer. But what it is if I go up to settings and I open settings, and if I go down to accessibility, and go down here to touch, this little button is actually this assistive touch feature. So if I click on assistive touch, and if I turn it off, here you'll see that it takes the button away. And so if I turn it on, the button comes back again. So that is an assistive touch button. And what I've done with that is I've set this up here under single tap. If you go and click on single tap, you can choose voice control, and then I'm going to hit back here, and you'll see that single tap is voice control, and that's how simple it is. It just means now that wherever you are, no matter where you are, that single tap is going to turn it on and off. So if I go and open up notes, I can open up notes here, and you'll see that right now I'm dictating and I'm talking and nothing is appearing there, obviously because my microphone at the top is not on. Once I hit this little button one time, it's going to turn my microphone on, and then I can dictate. So now I can dictate, and no matter which application I'm in or no matter where I am in my iPhone, the microphone will be listening, period. And I will be creating other videos to explain why I think this is such a powerful feature and how students can use it, period. Select either videos, other videos. Select either, other. And then I touch my little dot to turn the microphone off. I'm going to swipe up from the bottom of my screen here just to get out of notes. And I will show you, this is really a workaround to turn voice control on and off. It's an accessibility feature for quickly turning some functions and features on and off, and other people might choose to not have voice control as their primary button. I'm going to go to settings here to show you that under your regular settings button here, if you go to accessibility, if you don't go to the touch, I was showing you to go to touch to make this button be a single touch to turn voice control on and off. You also can go to voice control here under settings, accessibility, and if I click on that, this is another place you can turn voice control on and off. However, that means if this is where you're going to turn it on and off, every single time you want to turn it on and off, you have to go into settings and then go into accessibility, then go to voice control, then turn it on and off, which means you're looking at 4 clicks whenever you want to turn it on and off. So that's the reason I think this button, which is under touch, is really the quickest way to give your student, or if you're using it, quick access to the microphone turning on and off.